Happy Thursday. I'm just getting my pre-workout ready and then we're off to the gym for a juicy leg session. I've still got DOMs from Tuesday. I had yesterday off. I'm really hoping you can hear me because I haven't got my mic on. Yeah, got DOMs from Tuesday still, but I think that's just because I've been ill, so my recovery's lower than it would be. But yeah, we're gonna go smash a heavy leg session, so let's go. Right, you're on a bit of a piss, so I'm sorry. Still haven't got a holder for in the car, but it is on my to-do list. I've just been ill or, you know, grieving or something, so, you know, life does get in the way, but it is on my to-do list. So on the way to do legs, got a big old leg session planned. I've been really struggling with my appetite recently. That is because of being ill, and then obviously adding grief, stress and whatnot on top of that. It is hard. So I got to my goal weight this time round, so I've actually surpassed it because I'm still fucking losing weight, which is really frustrating. People think weight loss is hard. Actually trying to gain muscle is a lot harder. So started my cut, I think I was about 91, 90 kilogram. I'm currently sitting at 83 kilogram. My goal was 84, but I'm still fucking losing because I'm battling my appetite at the moment. I haven't got an appetite to eat. And yeah, if you've never tried to actually, you know, actively gain muscle and eat in a calorie surplus, if you haven't got a big appetite, it's hard. It's a lot harder to gain than it is to lose. And a lot of you are going to battle that on me, but unless you've tried to do both, you don't know. I've lost a fair bit of weight. There we go. I've lost a fair amount of weight in my time, and it is harder to gain gain muscle. So it is. I've increased my calories. Some days I'm hitting them, most days I'm not because I'm losing still. It's hard, but again, that's my appetite with the blood clot, you know, grief after losing my dog. It can take a toll on your body. It really does. So I think the stress of that and being actually ill, it's a lot of stress on my body, and I just don't want to eat. So I'm forcing myself to eat and try and keep my protein high, which is hard. Unless you don't know struggle, unless you've come to 10 o'clock at night and you've still got over 1,000 calories left and you are forcing down some sort of protein concoction and you're heaving. It's tough. It's a struggle. There is nothing worse. Personally, I would much rather be in a deficit and be that little bit hungrier than not be hungry and have to force food down. I think that's just a personal opinion, you know. It's hard, but I want to grow. I want to add more muscle, and this is sadly a part of it. Yeah, it's tough, but you can only grow so much when in a deficit. If you know, some argue you can't, some argue you can add some. But I've been in a deficit for a while now, so it is time for me to grow. I've lost a lot of strength, and I wanna grow. I wanna be jacked, as does everyone. But I want to be jacked, and to do that, I've got to eat. You can take all the supplements in the world. You know, gear's not going to help in this situation unless you're eating. You're providing your body with that fuel, and I know that's where my current weakness is. I need to get the calories in. So I am trying. It's just fucking hard. But let me know what you think. What do you find harder? Do you find, you know, gaining harder? Do you find cutting harder? I think unless you are a bottomless pit, I think a lot of people do find gaining muscle harder because you are having to literally fight. Weight loss, I think, in comparison, is a lot easier. Obviously, it's never going to be easy for you the first time round. You know, that's why I do what I do, and I try and help people. But when you know what you're doing and you know how your body reacts, it gets easy. It's easier in comparison. But it is the time to grow, and the only way we're going to do that is by force feeding myself. There's a certain person TikTok at the moment who really grinds my gears. I mean, he's only a young lad. You'll probably know if you're active on the gym community, especially in the UK, you'll know who I'm on about. But he doesn't eat anywhere near enough to be bulking, especially being, you know, a young lad. And he's hopped on Psalms. If any of you don't know what Psalms are, it's similar to steroids, but it's not steroids. I don't know what you'd call them. I believe they're oral. I don't know too much about Psalms. I tend to say I know more. It's not my area really. But they're classed as, they're like research drugs. They've never really been tested on humans. I think they've been more tested on rats, so we don't know a lot about them. And it's a very dangerous game to play. Doing the job I do, I see a lot of the abuse that happens on the other end, and how it can affect you. And unless you don't know what you're doing, you're playing a dangerous game. Don't do it. You know, unless I have nothing against them at all. Steroids in general. They are, you know, especially if you want to compete, it is something you've really got to go down. But I think you've got to do it sensibly. It's very, you know, it's very modernised now. Everyone's doing it because it's so, you know, accessible on the internet, and you see so many people doing it. Unless you've got a very knowledgeable person who knows knowledgeable, and they can, you know, actually actively guide you, don't do it, because you don't know what you're doing to your body. You need to know, although the end result of gains might be good, in the meantime, you know, some people are good responders, some people are bad responders. You could really fuck your body up and not know it. And don't go in blind. You need to know what, you know, how it can affect you. You know, orals can affect your kidneys more and your liver. You need to know the ins and outs before you decide to do anything like that. And I would say to anyone, I think you need to have reached your natural limit. Unless you can say, you know, you are actively tracking your calories, your hydration, your sleep, you know, you are training with intensity to failure, you're tracking your workouts, you're taking your creatine, your protein, you've got all your supplements locked down, and everything else, all the smaller factors, you need to consider all that before you even consider going down the anabolic route, because you're leaving a lot on the table, and you're trying to take the easy way out, really. But I think personally, people need to be lifting at least 10 years before they consider that, in my opinion, because it is hard to reach your natural limit. It really is. But yeah, I think, like I said, I'm not against them at all. I just think people need to be sensible with them and not abuse them, because although you think you're young and invincible now, you don't know what it's going to do to you in, you know, 10 years time of abuse. You need to, you know, have a good, knowledgeable coach that can coach you through it, that's going to be sensible, and that's going to tell you, you know, and going to lay it all out for you. Because you don't want to, you've only got one body, you don't want to ruin your insides. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. If you're not going to do it sensibly, don't do it at all. If you can't respect them, don't do it. But yeah, holy shit, I've ranted on. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I will see you at the bar. I haven't squatted in a bit, so I'm going to start with barbell squats. I'm going to keep it fairly light. But yeah, I'll see you there. Right, so starting off with introduction. 2 sets, 1, 8 to 12, and then my last set, I'm drop the weight of 15, going for 2-1 tempo. I got 11, 30 kilogram for 11. Last week, so I really want 12. I'm going to get 12, probably not. This is a very stressful machine, so don't make eye contact. Oh, that is humbling. I didn't push it on squats. Obviously it's been a while since I last squatted. And I haven't worn my belt for a bit. My belt's a little bit too big now. I didn't want to push it and blow my back out. I need to tighten it basically because I've lost a bit of weight. And I don't know if you noticed, but on the power rack, someone's put one of the safeties in at like an angle, so it's not like straight, and it's stuck, so we can't get it out. So they're waiting for someone to come out and like try and get it out. So I couldn't hire the safeties, so I didn't want to push that as well. So, but I don't know if you can tell, like my legs are shaking. It's been about like 2-3 weeks I haven't squatted for. So felt nice. I can still do 100 comfortably. So that's where, that's the lowest I want to be able to maintain. Right, this is 120. I went around 6 to 12 reps. 3-1 tempo. So ideally, I'm probably going to go for 10. Want to leave 1 rep in reserve, and we're going just for the squeeze, the mindful connection. Yeah, my legs are shaking. I severely underestimated the strength of my glutes. Right, taking 20 off, so now we're going for 10 to 15 minutes. Right, so I hit 40-12 on my top set last week, so I'm going up to 47, and I want anywhere between 8 to 12. Again, keep in mind that I want 3-1 tempo, keeping it nice and slow and controlled.
Right, that is the session done. Considering I'm still feeling not 100%, that was a really good session. Let's make sure my mic's on. It is, yeah. Really good session. I've not had a lot of food this morning because, as I said in the start, I'm still fighting with my appetite. But the pump was real. I've just finished off with some calves. I'm not going to get my upper body out because I've not got a pump. It's all on the low. All the blood flow's gone below today. It hurts to try and tense. That was a nasty pump. Let's bring it back up a little. Hamstrings are starting to show a little bit, which I'm happy about, but at the same time I shouldn't be because I'm trying to gain weight at the minute. So I'm trying to put some more muscle on, but they're starting to take a bit more shape. So if I can go more down like the body recomp route and lose body fat while gaining a bit of muscle, I'll be happy. But that was a nice session. I'm not sure what the lighting's like in here. I've got to review the footage. But my calves are fucking pumped. So yeah, I'm excited to see where I can kind of bring this package up for the cut next year. Yeah, that was a good session. Happy with that. I'm going to just go and finish with some cardio now. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't been to the gym yet, get yourself in the gym. I'm here. I'm still trying to tick all the boxes. You know, I'm still getting my steps, getting my cardio, lifting, even though I'm battling with seems like everything at the minute. So if I can do it, you can too. Even when, you know, you feel like life's out of control, you can still kind of control certain things in your life. And that will make it feel like your world's not spinning out of control as much. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment if you haven't. I really want to try and bring these quads up, and every follow adds a little bit of muscle to these baby quads. So I will see you probably tomorrow.